Hello, my name is Keith Richard, proud principal of National High School South, and welcome to our October episode of The Principal's Office. Today in our Principal's Office, we have staff and students who are going to talk about the Money Strong for Life event coming up in November for our seniors. So without further ado, let's meet who we have here.
I'm Josh Porter, the Financial Wellness Officer at John Dark Credit Union. My office is based right here at Nashua South.
I'm Molly Waugh. I'm a junior, and I'm one of 3 project managers for the Money Strong for Life Fair.
My name is Marcus Brown. I'm also one of 3 student project managers for this event, and I'm a senior.
My name is Chloe Cruz. I'm also a student project manager, and I'm a senior.
Awesome, thank you guys. Mr. Porter, many people in our audience might not know that we actually have a bank here in our high school. Can you talk about Jeanne d'Arc's commitment to putting banks and why they see the need to do that, or benefits of the high school having it here?
Absolutely. So one of the core values of John Dark Credit Union is helping members make smarter financial decisions within the community. Part of that emphasis is us getting into local high schools and having a full functioning branch. So we opened our first branch in 1997, actually, at Drake High School. We opened our branch here in 2017. So from that, we offer a class where students can intern with us, teach them how to become a teller, give them job skills, but then we also supplement it with financial education.
Excellent. And part of this event would be probably the financial education. Can you talk a little bit about how Jeanne d'Arc started the Money Strong for Life project?
Yeah, absolutely. So in an effort to kind of branch out, the outreach of the amount of students that we can actually reach, we came up with the Money Strong Fair back in 2011, actually. And that allowed us, instead of teaching 2 students at a time per class, to actually make a bigger impact on the entire, senior class each year is what we do that. So it gives us a real life simulation. So they learn how to budget, make choices, at age 25, so how to pick a car and where to live, groceries, all that stuff. So
excellent. And what role do you guys have in this event?
Yeah.
I know you guys are strong supporters of it. So
yeah, absolutely. So I guess my role and the credit union's role is pretty much serve as a coordinator, right? So we help supply, we supply the supplies, if you will. And then I'll also coordinate it with helping secure volunteers, setting up the day of the event, taking down the event, and all of that with the help of usually a business teacher liaison, which is Mrs. Bartlett here, and then these lovely students here have been fantastic help so
awesome.
far.
Great. Let's hear from our students. So first question, guys, why do you guys think this is an important event for our seniors, your fellow students here, about really personal literacy, financial literacy?
Well, they learn how to budget their money and pay for necessities like rent, like car insurance, and things like that, which they don't really experience now at this age. So it will help them learn how to, pay for those things and really utilize their money to their best extent.
Awesome. And then on that day, how does it work? What are the logistics? How do they go from booth to booth, or choose a job, things like that?
So we have a senior meeting in the auditorium where we open up a Google form. They pick a job. We do some research on our end for salary and other things like that go along with their job. And then from there, we start with every kid gets a big folder on the very first day. It has the job that they picked out, the research that we did, which is their salary. And from there, they go to each booth, which is it could be utilities, like a car payment, and they go to each booth and they spend money, they don't spend money, they pick a plan, they don't pick a plan, and it all comes out into a final budget. And at the very end, after going from booth to booth to booth, making different decisions, they meet with a credit counselor, which reviews all of their choices and goes through all their finances that they use throughout the event. And from there, they make sure that you're within budget. If you're within budget, they give you a ticket for a chance to win a raffle, which has really great prizes as well. But if you don't stay in budget, they actually send you back to the booths and make some different choices to make sure that we're actually getting across the point that money isn't free. You can't have an unbalanced budget with a set salary.
It doesn't grow on trees, Marcus?
No, it doesn't grow on trees, which is why it's really great that we send them back and they fix their mistake, they come back again, and then either way they still get a raffle ticket. But yeah.
Awesome. So this is a lot of work planning this. So you guys have spent a lot of time. What inspired you guys to be part of this, to put this on for your fellow classmates?
What inspired me to become part of it is I wanted to be more knowledgeable in business and finance, like overall, and I also wanted to know what it was like to be a project manager of an event like this.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for your time, and thank you, Mr. Porter, for the support of Jeanne d'Arc here. And attending last year's event, it was amazing to see all the students go through the booths and see a few aha moments as they went and checked in with their credit counselors there at the end. So thank you guys for putting this on. I know it's a lot of work to get it done, but I know it's definitely beneficial for our students. So thank you guys. And thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Principal's Office. There'll be a short break, and then we'll be heading over to our Counseling Corner.
Oh boy, yeah, that's...
Go. Right.
Welcome to another episode of the Counselor's Corner. With us today are two of our amazing self-counselors. We've got Ms. Brox and Ms. Goodwin, and they are here today. They're going to share a little bit about how you can finish out quarter one strong, maybe give you a few tips on how to improve if you need to. So hard to believe that quarter one is coming to an end. I've talked to a lot of teachers, and it really seems like the school year just started. So can you share a little bit about why these quarter one grades are so important?
Sure. So they're important for everyone, especially for those freshmen that are finishing up a quarter class, because these are the first grades going on your transcript. From here on out, your colleges and employers will be able to see which classes you take and how well you do. It's really important to be checking your grades often, meeting with your teachers, especially if you miss a day. It's going to be your responsibility to make up that work. And then schedule time with your teachers during E-block and or after school. As for sophomores, a lot of your classes, your sophomore year for graduation requirements are quarter classes, whether it be health, PE, civics, econ. They all matter and they all count towards graduation. So it's really important, if you're not doing well, to be reaching out to your teachers as soon as possible.
Awesome, that's great advice. What about for upperclassmen, Ms. Brox? Is it equally as important, these quarter one grades?
It can be, absolutely. This is the junior year for our juniors and coming in. So this is the first chance the colleges are going to see for grades from you. And some of you might be taking some quarter classes that are still graduation requirements. So it is important to make sure that you stay on top of those grades and do what you got to do to keep them up.
And for seniors?
So seniors, it's towards the end of the year for you. And again, colleges, we send your schedule so they see that. And then when we send your mid-year transcripts or your final transcripts, they're going to see what grades you got in those classes. So as the junior year is like that first chance the colleges, they're really going to see that. The senior grades come through, and then that's really that last chance the college is going to go, yep, we made the right decision when we either admitted you or not.
Absolutely, awesome. So I think the big takeaway there for sure is make sure you're checking X2.
Yes.
The number of students that come into my office and say that they're not quite sure what their grades are, please go through. You've got that tool right at your fingertips to check your grades. And once you see that, go in and meet with your teacher. Set up a time during E-Block or after school, and especially if you've missed a day.
Yeah.
So outside of academics, there's been a lot that's been going on this school year. As you know, again, it's going by so fast. Are there any other important tips or important events that are coming up that they should be aware of?
So we hear it all the time from seniors. They really do wish they got involved freshman year. When these opportunities, they can get involved in activities here at South or within the community. And it's through these events that you can meet some really great people and also build your resume.
That's awesome. How about for seniors?
For seniors, we have the financial aid night coming up in November, and November 6th, and then we also have Apply NH Day. This is a day where any student who comes in and registers, all of our seniors, they can apply to any New Hampshire school for free that day. We have volunteers that come in from around the state to help us from local colleges, and if you want to focus in on this right here, this is the flyer. It has a QR code on it. It will be getting emailed home to parents, and it's also going to be in the Google Classroom for the 2025 that Mrs. Cox has, because I've asked her to put that there as well. So there's a great opportunity here. You just have to scan that QR code and register, and then we will get you an appointment for November 13th. The hours will be between 8 and 10 a.m., and so then, you know, we should be in good shape for that. But it's a lot of fun. It's a great opportunity and a good way to save yourself some money as you're applying to college.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for that. That is it for this episode of Counselor Corner. Please tune in next month. We'll have some other great information for you. And until then, adios.
Great job.
All right.
Never did it for the
Adios.
Never did it for the game. When I picked up the mic, it made my whole world change. Started back in my bedroom with a double cassette. Had nothing to prove, no records to press. Never followed the trend. I just kept pursuing to be original. Now copy what everyone else is doing. Larger the charge, against all odds, I don't bite. And call that pan on March.
And welcome back. And we're now the portion of a senior spotlight of a member of the class of 2025. And today we'll be meeting Jackson Odom. And thank you, Mr. Miller, school counselor here, joining me as we ask Jackson about his experiences the past 4 years. So Jackson, want to just quickly introduce yourself?
My name is Jackson Odom. I'm a senior, member of the class of 2025. I've been a member of band for 4 years. I've joined a lot of clubs. I've taken a lot of AP classes. I'm hoping to major in political science and psychology in the future, dual major, hopefully at George Washington University.
Way to rep the sweatshirt today, I like it.
Yep, and that's kind of it, yeah.
Awesome, good deal. So what has the last 4 years been like? I mean, I can't believe it's already almost November. Halloween's right around the corner here.
Yeah.
And you know, 4 years goes by pretty quick. What has it been like?
It definitely went by a lot quicker than I thought it would. They were good. High school is so much better than middle school. Everybody will tell you that in high school. It really is so much better, and I've had a lot of fun. I've taken a lot of classes that I really liked, and yeah, I feel ready for college.
Awesome, great.
That's awesome. Now, you mentioned that you've been a part of many different activities here and band and taken advantage of the AP classes. Can you just talk a little bit about how important that is, especially for some of our younger students coming up?
Yeah, so one way, the best way to meet people and to make friends is through clubs. Join clubs, and colleges also love seeing that you're involved in clubs, especially if you join freshman year and stick with a club for 4 years. Colleges love that. It is really important that you show that you can stick with something and maybe even move up, take a leadership position. That's really important.
Awesome. So being here for 4 years, and you've joined many different things, as you said, and taken obviously all the coursework to get you prepared for life after National High School. Is there anyone here that you would want to say thank you for any support they might have provided you?
Yeah, I have 2 teachers I want to shout out, Mr. Gray and Mr. Coronis. Mr. Coronis, I've been with in band for 4 years, and he's always been there. I've had his class every single year, and he's really just been like there for everyone in the band, and it's so nice. And next I want to thank Mr. Gray, my AP Gov teacher who I took sophomore year, and now I'm in his breaking history class this year. It really helped me find my passion taking AP Gov. He made it so fun and exciting, and that's really how I realized I wanted to major in political science. So I just want to thank him for that.
Good deal. So you kind of already mentioned what your plans are. You know, being a school counselor here, Mr. Miller. What you know, Poli Sci, George Washington. You know, what are some of the things he might want to expect, or any questions for him as he moves into that potential life after the South?
Well, for sure, he wants to attend the college fair, which is coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I've seen you at a couple of the other college visits that have come through, so that's great. Continue to check out the options that we have available. Have you gone by to visit the campus yet?
Yeah, I visited a couple campuses.
Yeah. At George Washington? Yeah, that's great. Do you love it?
Yeah, I do really love it.
So as many of those as you can get done, just to give you a different feel for the different campuses. I know even for my own son, it was the last campus that we went on, which totally changed his mind in the school that he was interested in. So just keep all of those options open, keep working hard through senior year, and I think you'll do great.
Awesome. And Jackson, you get the last parting shot here. Any words of wisdom for maybe incoming 9th graders, current 8th graders, maybe to the class of 2025? Here's your chance for a parting shot.
I don't know. Just join clubs. Please join clubs. It'll really help you.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for tuning in for our Senior Spotlight 2025, and thank you, Jackson, for joining us today.
Thank you.